How y'all doing? It's been a minute since we talked about TLC's Chili. You know, she's been very quiet out here lately. And I want to know, should we start doing live streams about this stuff so you guys can call in and we can have a group conversation on this channel, the Honey Static Media? Press that three if you guys would like that. All right, honey, we are at the Honey Static Media. I am your host, Gigi Mediti. And I just want to say I thank you all for being here. Keep the subscriptions up. Keep the comments rolling, baby. Okay. All right. So guess what? They're saying Nick, Uncle Luke is talking about Nick Cannon and Chili. All right. I was over there at Reese Waters. Shout out to that brother. All right. So let's hear what Uncle Luke is saying about Nick Cannon and TLC's Chili. We got to stay hooked on this, honey. We can't let up. We cannot let up. We can't afford to, honey. All right. So let's hear it, y'all. Let's go. And you know I got to stop and go. I got to reply. I got to say something. Let's go.
To Nick Cannon and Chili, I say this with love, but also with truth. What y'all are saying right now, in my opinion, is dead wrong. Now, let me be clear. I'm the one who fought all the way to the Supreme Court for free speech, so I respect your right to say whatever you want. That's a fact. Yes, it is a fact. He fought for our right to say, but this hits different because the same black people you're turning your backs on, the same black women you're dismissing, those are the same people who built you. They buy your tickets.
That's right. That's right. The same black people you turn your backs on. But you know, she turned her backs on the black people for religion. She said when she started to do that Christian stuff and read the whole Bible to and fro, she said that she noticed the music that she produced for y'all was demonic and wicked. And that's how she see y'all, demonic and wicked. And she don't want to really perform for y'all. TLC and Chili and Salt, they're one of the same. They feel the same way. And my thing is, stop being fake and phony with your God. Stop betraying your God and just quit. Stop performing. Stop being on the line. But they're selling their soul out for money. You know it's a betrayal to your God by you doing worldly music and performing worldly, but you do it anyway. Why? Because of the money. Would they be doing all this for free? Would they go around performing these TLC songs, Salt-N-Pepa songs for free? Nope. They're doing it for your money. They don't care about you. They don't. And you guys need to stand up and have some morals and values about yourself and stop allowing people just to take your money. And they're going to take that money and put it into the mega camp. They already taking women votes away. Okay? And that is what they're sending their money to. The Heritage Foundation, which is aligned with Trump. Look it up. All right. And they were the beginning, Salt-N-Pepa and TLC, they were all about, you know, women expressing themselves, women, you know, having the right to vote, women, you know, speaking up. They were both feminists, but they're anti-feminists now because of religion. And you guys know religion is patriarchy. It's all about being male-centered. So they're taking your money and they're putting it into the Maga Heritage Foundation to take your rights away. Okay. They want women to be pregnant by the 8th grade, no education, just being bossed up by men. Okay. So this is real. And a lot of you guys don't know it, but if you don't know it, I will show you the proof and receipts. Would you guys like me to start showing you proof of receipts of all this that I talk about? Press 5 if you guys want me to show you more about the Heritage Foundation that's aligned with MAGA, so you know where your future and where your daughter's future is headed. All right. And TLC voted for this. Salt, she hasn't said it, but I'm sure she voted for this too. And let's not forget about the Tina Campbell, and her marriage just failed. God not in that marriage, boo. Let's go.
Watch your shows, they support your careers, and now you're aligning with a man, Donald Trump, who's openly disrespected black women, including Michelle Obama and countless other accomplished black women. Let's talk facts.
And I gotta say something real quick. He has openly disrespected black people and black women. But can we also talk about Ashley? This is a woman that passed away. And a lot of black men have decided they did not feel like she's worthy of respect or worthy to be trying to get justice for because she said that these black men are embarrassing. You know, she said they're embarrassing. So they took that line and they aligned and said, we cannot support her because she said something horrible about black men. But bitch, y'all won't have that same motherfucking energy when it comes to Trump and when it comes to the Maga and all the shit they said about black people and black men, okay, and black women. Keep that same fucking energy across the board. But see, it's the pick and choose, and I can't respect a bitch that's picking and choosing based on some stupid stuff. But I just had to say that because it was heavy on my heart, and y'all gonna hear what I gotta say. Let's go.
That's Uncle Luke? Luther Campbell?
Yeah, he said that, Luke.
He would know about accomplished black women. Honestly, he would know. He would know about accomplished black women. That's true. Let's talk facts. Our people depend on the Department of Education. Our people depend on HUD. Our people depend on opportunity, not having their achievements dismissed as DEI. This same man has tried to erase black history, limited what our children can learn, praised and pardoned officers involved in killing unarmed black men. So don't act like this is just politics. This is personal. Nick, you were right about one thing. Yes, a Republican president signed the law freeing enslaved Africans. That's
And, you know, Luke brung up the unaliving of black men by police. Now, why the black men, they still, black straight men, not all black straight men, but it's a lot of black straight men. Either they're going to say, we going to vote for MAGA or we not going to be in politics. Bitch, you cannot avoid politics. Politics is everywhere. In our everyday life is political, okay? Everything is political, from the tax on your car, from where you stay at, from how you get to navigate the world. It's all political. But anyway, you know, a lot of black men, they don't want more police. Okay? Trump gonna want to fund more police and ICE on your ass. Okay? But you still want to align with MAGA, all because of the homosexuals. You don't want to see gay men and transgenders have the same opportunities, because that's all I hear is based on hate. That's why they vote. All right. And honey, whoo, I've been seeing black men been taken out and being unalived by police officers so much lately. But still, from the majority of the black men community, it's crickets out there. Dr. Umar ain't out there fighting for y'all. It's cricket. See, let's go.
But you left out everything that happened after that fact. You left out where today's MAGA movement stands. You left out who has consistently fought for civil rights, voting rights, and opportunity. If it was left up to them right now, they take us backwards, not forwards. And did, Uncle Luke. And did. Because right now it is left up to them, and they are actively taking us backwards.
That's right. But you know
what?
About
backing it up.
TLC and Salt, they are saying that they only voting for Trump because of their Christian values. But yet Trump ain't even a Christian. And yet they say that God told them to vote for Trump. It's only because of gay shit. That's it. They have a hatred for gay. And you know the Christians, they preach having hatred towards gays. That's all it is, because Trump is not even a Christian. Trump, ain't that the same man that has mocked the Christians, huh? With the Jesus pictures. And honey, they said the MAGA is splitting. The young MAGAs is not with Trump. They don't want to fight that Israel war. And they are going to us Tucker. You know, Tucker Carlson, he is planning to run for president. You get what I'm saying? Yes. So Tucker Carlson even called Trump the Antichrist. You got Candace that's calling Trump evil and demonic. But TLC and Salt, they so fucking quiet. Why they not speaking? If Trump was caught with a motherfucking man, they'll speak on that shit. But he mocked Jesus. No speak on that shit. He's doing all this wars and bombing little girls' school. No speak on that shit. Is I bet you if he did some gay shit, they'll speak on it. Other than that, that's it. And I've been hearing that TLC is very Chilli is homophobic and transphobic. She has an issue with transgenders and she got an issue with homosexuals, and that's the reason why she posted that shit about Michelle Obama being a motherfucking man. And I will bring you want if y'all want me to bring that video out, press 8. I got this lady on TikTok I seen and she was talking all about it. But let's go.
Yeah, like that. Let's be real. If they truly cared about Black people, about foundational Black Americans, descendants of slaves, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. We'd be talking about reparations. So I'm not coming at y'all with hate. I'm coming at you with responsibility, because influence comes with accountability. And right now, y'all on the wrong side of this one.
Wrong.
Hey, pop them facts, Uncle Luke. Pop them facts. Now, the fallout from Chilli and TLC and Nick Cannon and Afro Man has been something, hasn't it? Razonda Chilli Thomas of TLC made a number of donations to Donald Trump's presidential campaign in 2024, FEC records reviewed by the Independent show. Afro Man isn't MAGA and he doesn't love Trump. He's still a libertarian, and this rubs me wrong. He says this was just a handshake, but he still posted the pic on his Insta. Continue to let your light shine. Let's go here with it, because on the one hand, I could say, okay, well, this is one of her contemporaries, maybe one of her friends that just came to support her and got her back. And, people be really out of pocket.
He's talking about how Salt was defending TLC Chilli. All right. But in my opinion, Chilli and Salt, they do talk behind closed doors and they align themselves with religion. That religion faith they got, that is the only reason why they're aligned together. They see themselves as, religion, and you guys are demonic. All right. You guys need to get your soul safe because you're confused. Okay. And it's all about Trump, even though he mocks Jesus and he bombs little girls' schools. They just delusional and confused. That's all it is. They just delusional and confused. Let's go.
When they just are supporting their friends and family, when they get accused of something. I told y'all I like the crime shows. How many mothers and sisters and cousins? He didn't do nothing. Murdered who? Man, we found a treasure trove of evidence underneath his bed. That's not even his bed. He sleep on the roof. They just say crazy stuff to absolve their loved ones. So on the one hand, I could say, okay, maybe that's just her getting her friends back.
You sure about that? That's why?
However, I can think of one. I think there's 3 possibilities come to mind with regards to this, right? Either she reacted to the revelations much as we did, or maybe she's known it before and she had the same reaction when she found out that we did. And she was content to stay quiet because she knew what the reaction would be once it became public.
I don't know. That doesn't align with her Christian faith. I'm assuming he's talking about when reposting Michelle Obama fake news lies. If you're a real Christian, you should be forthcoming and honest. You shouldn't be trying to hide something. But she's not a real religious Christian because she is still performing worldly music. She's still getting a profit. She's getting money from worldly music. If she was real devoted and loved Jesus so much, how could you say you love Jesus and you betray him with on the stage, on Satan's stage, performing, and it's not uplifting God, and you're talking about these type of ill relationships that's so wicked. Oh God.
And if that were the case, you probably would just keep it cute now. Let Chilli say what she had to say, reach out to her privately, or maybe not, and let the whole thing wash over, right? The second possibility is you agree with everything that Chilli had to say. You feel like she's on the right side of this historical moment. But you also know that the revelation won't be swallowed well by the community that you rely upon to pay your bills.
I heard that right. It's all about the money for her. It's not real, y'all. It's about money. All right, I'm out of here. Don't let her take your money, you guys. Be smart about it. Have some morals and values. Have more morals and values than these Christians. Okay. I love you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I see you guys on another upload. Bye.